here to talk about Bill 19-12, Human Rights and Civil Liberties Displaced Service Workers. I want to give a little bit of background about why this bill is important to us here in Montgomery County. Montgomery County has a very high cost of living. In fact, according to the county's 2012 self-sufficiency standard, a family of 4 would need to make $82,877 a year to afford to live here. 25% of the county's population is below 300% of the federal poverty level. Approximately 120,000 of our residents are uninsured, and as many as 70,000 will remain uninsured even after full implementation of health care reform. But the fact remains that most poor people work. They go to work every day. This low-wage world includes busboys, waitresses, janitors, food service workers, bus drivers, store clerks, security guards, maids, home health aides, and day laborers, just to name a few. It is difficult for people in low-wage jobs to break out of the cycle of poverty. They obey the laws, they pay their bills, and they try to improve their education. In the case of the bill we're here to discuss today, all our service sector workers are asking for is a temporary, modest control that will provide a more level playing field for them. The Displaced Worker Bill will ensure that experienced service employees are not arbitrarily replaced when a service contract changes hands. It will require a new contractor to offer employment to the incumbent employees for the first 90 days of the contract. The legislation only addresses the offer of continued employment. It does not establish that the new employer keep these employees beyond the 90-day period, and an employee may be terminated for just cause. The Displaced Worker Bill has the full support of County Executive Ike Leggett, and 5 members of the council have signed on as co-sponsors of this legislation, which, by the way, is a majority of this legislative body. But even that fact has not stopped a few of my colleagues from doing all that they can to stop this bill from coming to a vote on the council on the day that was agreed upon by the sponsor of the bill and the council president. The chair of the HHS committee took the bill out of consideration for a previously scheduled committee meeting on Friday, July 20th, without the knowledge or the cooperation of the sponsor of the bill. And the council president last Friday took the bill off the agenda for full council consideration tomorrow. The Displaced Worker Bill is not a bill about raising the salaries of the employees who work cleaning buildings or provide other critical service work. It is about providing them with the most basic of all job protections: notification and the offer of temporary employment when a service contract changes hands. Montgomery County is not the first jurisdiction to consider this type of legislation. Similar laws are already on the books in the District of Columbia, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Providence, Rhode Island, and New York City. I can assure you that these jurisdictions, like Montgomery County, remain open for business. This law is about providing fundamental fairness for our lowest paid service workers so that they can provide stability for their families. I am proud to stand here today with service workers and will continue to stand with them as they fight for fairness.